like, Ringe, I need you to play this game because like 3 Zato players on the development team. he's, he's like, so I know it's gonna be your thing.
Yeah,
actually.
Bro, and that guy walking out of the room right there, that guy.
Dude, are we getting the birds to play? We're getting the birds to go against each other? I mean, if people are watching the stream and they do not know, this is Angry Bird on the right, this is Big Bird on the left. Both of these players from the UAE, 2 of the strongest Street Fighter players right now, and in fact, 2 of the favorites in Street Fighter 6 out of 7,000 players here at EVO.
Yeah, I would pick either of them for top 6 based on prior results, but there is 7,000 people ready for this weekend, you know.
And really, the most important thing about that, right, why they're favorites is because they've progressed so far along in the game so quickly, right? Like, the way they learn games is so fast. So, like, I'm already interested. Just giving them a little bit of time to cook. They're going to be first-round draft picks.
Hang on, the worst thought came to my head in my mind right now is them being on the same team. We're done.
That's what we need to be talking about.
Everybody's done.
You gotta be link compatible to be good at these games, bro. In a game like this where you guys can already sync up and be like, I know the kind of player that I'm playing with.
Pacific Rim thing?
Yes, that was. There you go.
Wow.
Dude, I only just saw that. That's because I only just saw it for the first time.
Ain't that what we got like though?
The movie was pretty good.
I know. That's why it makes sense.
It was silly, but it was good.
But it makes sense, and it made that reference of being like, yo, knowing who, you literally had to be drift compatible. Like, you had to be on a mental link to be really easy to control the one machine, you know?
I haven't seen Pacific Rim, but it reminds me of the Warthog in Halo. You know, someone has to be really good with the gun, and someone has to know how to control.
There you go.
Because the person in back has to call assists and burst for you.
But dude, I mean, I heard like Steve and Yipes were talking about how like
dynamic save. Sorry, apologies.
Like they were yelling at each other like, you know, burst, and so the other person would know to block it and stuff like that.
You have to be very vocal.
I tell you, Angry Bird and Big Bird won't have to communicate vocally at all. It's all
you're saying
gonna
they're
be
secretly
like,
twins?
Yeah, bro. It's just gonna be like
time-traveling twins?
Tomax and Zaymot here.
Like, just imagine if ketchup and mustard are like, yo,
that's what I started thinking about.
They're drift compatible.
I'm good, yo.
Why would you put them on the same team?
I'm good, yo.
Like, shout out JB and Lex. I want to see JB and Lex play this game.
Wow,
think about that, bro.
Exactly,
that's what I see from it.
Think of it like this, though. Like,
Sonic Fox and Quiggle, dude, put them together on a team, dude.
But you have to fight, like, 2 top players join forces. They have 2 different play styles. You take one person out and you're just still comfortable running a thing, that person might be ready for what you're doing, your block strings, etc. You have to be aware of 2 minds coaching each other. And there's one thing that Duo has that Solo doesn't have. There's certain moves that you can hold a button and get multiple actions from. So if you tagged on a handshake and held the button, you have to hold the button in solo. But in duos, your teammate holds the button for you, and you hit every button.
See, that's wild.
That's the only advantage, naturally. We just want people, if they want to team up and carry or work together, they can. And if you want to go alone, you can, you know?
So who is your best link compatible player right now?
Right now, me and Yohozi are pretty nice.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Similar mindset. I like that. That makes a lot of sense.
The lab monster mindset, like we got a lot of ideas.
That's what I like to hear, man, for sure. The 2v2 aspect. I'm so interested in that, bro. Okay, my man Nerd Josh gonna be exiting for a little bit.
I want to finish exchanging words with Nerd Josh later.
100%, bro. But yeah, you already know we go back in the day, the Marvel days, the versus fighting, the creative expression at the helm of it. What's good, man?
What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yes, indeed. Project L. Here live from Vegas, bro. It's good to be at EVO, son.
Bro, this is pretty amazing. And I've been telling, Aaron knows this because this is one of my, this is the first Zato. This is my first
Zato's on the development.
That's the guy. He versed me in like the world. He drenched me in the Guilty Gear world of like getting good. That's him, bro. The Ronin Sensei. That's him.
I remember,
bro. Too kind. Everyone has a story.
Bro.
You got a guy that got him into the game, right?
Stop trying to undersell, bro. Don't do that to me, bro. You're godlike. Don't do that to me.
When I would go to the house, he would tell me stories of you and Unconquerable. So to see y'all both here messing with this game, I got nothing but love for it. 100%.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah, we are interested in the lore. So I know, right, this Darius, right? My man, big body, hard hitter, right?
Yeah.
So we got the armor for days.
He is a bruiser.
Okay.
This guy is all about getting in the mid-range and then just closing that gap once he establishes that.
I heard everybody at the internal tournament was like, let me just pick this character.
He is.
Big damage, easy combos, let's get it.
I won't lie, he is quite good.
Okay.
He is quite good.
But I mean, he's probably one of the first characters developed, so he's really fleshed out, right?
Yeah, so he's, well, from what I understand, you know, a lot of changes have been made to characters over time, but yeah, I think the core idea of Darius was you know, conceived pretty
bruiser
early.
style,
You know?
yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, I mean, anyone who's played League, they know that, you know, certain things that carry over, like the fact that his wound state is a sweet spot, you know, stuff like that. We want to convey that so that people are familiar with that mechanic in League can look at him and go, oh, you know, there's a fighting game equivalent to that.
Because I played Legends of Runeterra, and that was similar as well, right? Like, there was like a lot of League mechanics that were kind of represented in their own way in that game as well. What were you going to say, Jim?
No, I just want to ask then, so, I mean, it's interesting because it's a tricky balance right here because you're making a fighting game, but League of Legends characters. And so how much are you guys looking at making the game make sense to League players as well as fighting game players? And is that a difficult kind of marriage to create in this game?
Actually, I don't think it's incredibly difficult depending on, you know, the characters that are being designed, but I mean, you have, we want each character to stick out in the way that Project L presents them, but also have enough familiar elements from, you know, from League of Legends and such, you know, to make that easily distinguishable, right? So, I mean, we're always, you know, looking over ideas and everything, but yeah, some are a little easier than others, you know. Yeah.
So, you know, we talked about Darius real quick, but you're a Zato player, you feel me? So you about that. You like the technicality aspect of fighting games. So who's the character you like to put the most time into right now?
So Echo is like my favorite character probably. But like, you can make any team in this game.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's what I love about the team.